Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Charts Morning Brew, the trade setup. See what's going down today. So yesterday there was no morning brew, but let's see. Big week up ahead. We have a lot of macroeconomics numbers coming. Central bank coming out. Bank of Australia came out last night saying they need to raise interest rates a little bit more aggressively. We have the Bank of Canada, Bank of England, pretty much a lot of macroeconomics coming out, so you have to pay attention. I expect a volatile week. If you watch the Patreon page, we'll give you those things on Sundays, what to look forward, and how to prepare for the week, as well as we have a big earnings play this week as well, earnings announcement. All eyes on Netflix tonight. And then we have eyes on Tesla on Thursdays, as well as a couple of others. As far as right now, what should we expect for today? So let's take a look. Let's dive in. So we start off with a top-down analysis. We want to find out where the overall markets are at. We're looking at the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and the Russell 2000. Okay, we're going to be looking at it from a daily perspective. And just want to know, and I kind of already drew these guys out for you, just to I did this for my class. Just want to point it out so you can tell we drew these out. If we look here, I'm going to just make this a little bigger. But basically, what are we looking for? I was looking at the wrong one. There we go. Look at the NASDAQ. S&P 500. So currently, the S&P 500 is sitting right there it closed at 3830. It looks like we're probably going to open up a little bit higher than that. But 3830 is where we closed at. As you can tell, we dropped up pretty significantly from the highs, right? So just to give you a little background, just about 6 months ago, we're at 44,823. That was the highs, and now we dropped almost we're about 38, almost 1,000 points. We're at currently 3830, so about a cold 1,000 points. So, and we're still not done yet. So again, we're looking at a basing pattern here. Don't know if this is going to last or if this is going to be the last leg to drop here. So I think in the next 9 days, we're going to find out pretty shortly if this is going to be a sell-off or are we going to move up here, right? I think we're either going to hit 4,200, which is right in here, or we're probably going to go down pretty significantly. So get prepared. Hopefully it's the first, but we're looking at having a hard time breaking above that. We're at the 50. If you follow our trading system, you know that a squeeze is coming, so we expect something big to happen here. MACDs are still trugging away, so we'll see. Right now we're having a hard time here, so let's see if we can break above. So we'll figure it out. As far as the NASDAQ was a little bit stronger, try to peak us at about 50. And again, same type of format. We know that earnings is going to come out this. They're going to start the bulk of it. The big macro stocks are going to come out. What are they going to say? We don't really expect much, but again, the markets are future pacing. They're looking into the future to find out what they're saying. So whatever they say, it's going to be, it's going to be. Who's out there? Josh. Hey, what's up, James? What's up? Whatever they say is going to be detrimental, right? Are they going to guide up? They're going to guide down. MU, Micron, they basically came out and they said that, they expect a dismal quarter. So we're getting mixed reviews. I've noticed that the banks are coming out mixed as well. So I think that there is something coming out this Thursday with Nord Stream. We got to find out. I heard rumors and whispers that it's going to be something big. It's going to crater the markets, and it's going to make the energy stocks ramp up. So not sure about that. Just a rumor. And there's something on Nord Streams. I need to dive into it a little bit more, but we'll figure it out. But again, we're going to find out where we're at. So it's good to know where you're at. So again, we're at the highs here of the, close to the 50-day moving average on a daily perspective. If we start turning around here, then that could lead the way that the markets are going to start looking weaker. right? And then on a daily perspective, that could lead maybe to a longer term sell off. So again, these are not 0 days to expiration or weekly plays. This is more of a longer term play. As you can tell, we're looking at probably a month for these plays or longer. All right. Let's go into the VIX. The VIX to find out where it's at. As you can tell, the VIX is at the lower range that we have been in weeks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks, right? So that's roughly 2 months. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So excluding the 13. So for the last 12 weeks, we have been in the lower range. So typically the last 3 months, last quarter per se, we're at the lower end. So again, do we feel that things are getting better, that we're upon earnings season, are they going to come out with really positive news? Then that is a plus, and the markets could start going. If the VIX goes lower, that means that the markets go higher. Do you feel that there's more bad news than good news? And then right now it could be a good opportunity to buy puts because they're inexpensive, right? And if this starts climbing up, you're going to get the implied volatility on your side, right? So even if it drops, it's a little bit better. It's like you're gonna get some extra money. So just know that, and this is why I always look at the VIX to find out where are we in the extreme of fear, and does the market support that? Okay, just an extra layer that we add to things. The Treasury note, it's chilling out. So obviously we love that. The dollar, the Dixie, that's what we call it, is coming down. So roughly that's good for the equities. Okay, so that's a plus, something we have to measure. The Dixie, DXY. Actually, I'm going to look at it. I look at a 10-year note, the TNX. And right now the TNX is at 2.9. And the reason why we look at this is because this is how the 30-year mortgage is priced. So meaning it's 2.9, but you're not going to get that. They charge a premium, and that's what the banks get. So I'm sure that it's around 2 to 3%, depending on your credit score. So the 30 is sitting around 5%, which is not bad. 5.5, 5.9, somewhere in there. So I actually went down from 3.4. So it dropped about, a 0.5. That's pretty positive. Let's look at oil. Oil right now is sitting, and this is oil, it's sitting around 97.50. So I like to look at where it could possibly go. We're basing here at that $92. Very strong support at this 92. It's coming to the end. Could it start rallying? I don't think oil's done with 100 yet, and that's why I'm more bearish bias. But we're flexible. But I think that oil starts creeping up. That is going to put a lot of pressure on the equities. We can't have this. Is what I'm talking about Nordstrom 2 on Thursday. Something is up. I don't know exactly what it is. Let's go into the XPX. And again, the XPX process, if we start looking at this, XPX, we're looking here on the S&P 500. This is the 6-hour time frame. Right now, the even is sitting at 38.61. 38.61 is going to put me right at 38.71. So we're going to be open near the highs of where we were yesterday. So again, MACDs are here in the hourlies are telling me something different. So is it going to hold, or are we going to sell off? I set up a whole scenario on the Patreon, so let me know that which way do we think we're going to go. I think we're probably going to be going to the downside, but again, we have both sides secure, but we'll see. Nice sell-off yesterday, but this sell-off didn't really have a lot of volume, a lot of weight behind it, so it kind of tells me that we're probably going to have a balanced day today, to be honest with you. Let's look at the NQ, the NASDAQ futures. Overnight session was pretty dismal, pretty... just hanging around here. So it's lingering around the 50. There's something telling me they want to push this market higher. All right. Kramer came out yesterday and said to wait and see. So usually do the opposite what he says. And usually when he says that, then usually I think the market's, but it looks to me like they're trying to put money back into tech. I'm watching this like a hawk. I actually have alerts up there. E-minis overnight session, as you can tell. Right in between the supply and demand zones that we have scheduled, we posted. We're sitting right there. This is the actual price. 38.60 is where we're at right now. So we'll see. Let's dive into the E-minis. Okay, so the E-minis, the overnight session, I already drew where we were. So this was the Asian market right here. The Asian market traded it between 38.46 and 38.34. So it based, right? It was a balanced day. The European market, interestingly enough, when the Asian market closed at 4, European market spiked this puppy up and it went up as high as 38.72. So you have to keep track of that. I'm trying to find out where this is going to linger. There is we got another more couple more. Probably looks like it's probably going to base right in here between 38.50 and 38.70. That's my suspicion right now. That's what it's kind of looking at. So again, we're gonna see maybe 38.50. Remember, old resistance becomes new support, or old demand becomes now new supply. Let's see if that's the case. Let me see more insight here. Yeah, it looks like this rally here is probably gonna base around 38.50, and then 38.50 right at that 50 day. So that's beautiful. So we're getting a nice lineup. So if you follow the Beyond Charts trading system, it's looking pretty good, right? So we having everything lined up at the 50. So we're looking for a pretty decent move. Either way, I love it when the price is at the 50, because usually you start looking at the movements here. This is what we teach, from 38.43 as high as 39.09. So you got about a 50-point move either way, up or down, once it picks a direction, right? So it's gonna happen. I don't know when or where, but this looks like it's probably gonna come back to this 38.50 area right in there. And let's see. So so far I'm looking at 38.71 and 38.50 for the open. We'll see what happens. And what does that translate to SPY, guys? It's really simple. You just eliminate one. So it's 387 on the highs, and then if we go over here is 385. So it's 2 points, roughly 20 points on E-minis or XPX. Bitcoin, let's go into that. Bitcoin, a lot of people getting excited about the Bitcoin. There's no decoupling yet, but it is what it is. Now, I can tell you one thing. Bitcoin did come off the lows here of 20,000. And so here's the thing. If Bitcoin starts rallying, like the S&P and the NASDAQ and Tesla, which there is a possibility, right? Things go up, they go down. It's what it is, right? Then if you want to trade without buying Bitcoin, then MicroStrategy will rally. So if you notice that these moves on MicroStrategy, just kind of give you some insight here. This move, which was roughly 20% move, 12 bars, roughly about about just under 4,000 points, right, is equivalent to MicroStrategy. Was that 16 bars? I'm not looking at 16 bars. What was it here? Let me see. You can do this, and this was equivalent to 8 bars, and this was 4,000 points. Look at the 8 bars. I'm gonna look at 8 bars because MicroStrategy does not trade on the weekend. So, but that's roughly 8 bars. So there's 8 bars. So very quickly, what we can see is that there was roughly about a 65 points. So again, MicroStrategy, 4,000 points equates to about 65 points on MicroStrategy. So once you know the movements, if we start seeing Bitcoin start rallying, then MicroStrategy can probably hit up to maybe 320, right? So think about 4,000 points. So again, you started putting the pieces together here. So if 4,000 points, let's say Bitcoin goes to 26. So 26 probably can equate to Bitcoin. That's at 65 points. You're looking at roughly 300, right? 300, maybe 320. Let's say in this area for MicroStrategy. That is a possibility, plus earnings. And not that the company's great, not because they're not great. It's just because bankruptcy was on the table if Bitcoin broke below 19,000. Well, if they own a lot of Bitcoin goes up, then bankruptcy is off the table, let's put the pieces together. So if they're off the table, then that is a possibility for Bitcoin. Okay, I mean for MicroStrategy, MSTR. So this is a way that you can trade if you are looking to, again, buy yourself some time. They have earnings announcement here too, but it's going to be based on Bitcoin. So again, I wouldn't trade this. It's here. You have to look here to do here. Okay, squeeze play coming up, but again, need Bitcoin to move for that to happen. And then I hit a. Oh, I must have hit these things. So let me put the EMAs at 20. I don't need a 30. Let's hit a 30. Coming close. Coming close. We have a squeeze play here on Ethereum. All right. I spent a lot of time on Bitcoin. Too much. NVIDIA is working. Let's look at Tesla because that is going to be something we're going to keep an eye on. Tesla, still lingering away, pretty strong. I already gave levels on Patreon. I'm thinking the opposite of what the overall market saying. But again, we're going to be ready. Netflix come out today with earnings, so let's look at that. And again, I think Netflix, to be honest, has found the bottom, right? So I think Netflix, it's got sold off pretty hard, guys. Let's just look at the sell-off that has happened here on Netflix. It's dropped about 539 points, 76%. So, and this is what I stated. There's a lot of negativity on Netflix, but and they're losing a lot of subs. But I think that's already priced in. I think the market overreacted. Not to say that I don't think it could go down to 160, 150. I think that it can go, but from a longer perspective, I think that Netflix might be possibly a buy. So we'll see. We'll see what they come out. They do come out with earnings this afternoon. I'll be looking at this for a trade and an investor. At 160, 150 for me, I like it. Okay, just FYI. Longer term. If it starts going about 185 pre-market, it's at 193 right now. I think it could probably go about 220, 230. I think it can probably go, right, maybe up to 240. We'll see. All right. But again, historically, Netflix, we'll see. I'm going to see what the price action on Netflix for a play there. What else do we got? Anything else? Google's done. Let me look at the Bitcoin SPX. So, guys, I'm going to say rip to Google. Google Fridays is probably not going to be no longer. It's not going to move as much. So, Amazon is ripped too, so I'm going to have to change this. I was going to change it this week, but unfortunately I didn't have the time. Tesla will probably remain here. Apple will probably remain here because I like to watch it. CMG, we'll probably be looking at it. So, and then we'll be looking at other more volatile stocks. On the horizon, I'm thinking about ASML, but it's a chip manufacturer, so it's not really equal weight. But we'll be looking at different things here. So if you guys have any suggestions of stocks that move a lot, write that in the chat. Send me an email. You can email me at beyondcharts@atnt.net. Beyondcharts@atnt.net. You can join the Patreon group. I think that if you just join Patreon, I give a lot of, and follow Beyond Charts there as well. You can get a couple of free bonuses there. If you would like to join, and you get the weekly plays. That's only $5 a month. Really well worth it. And then there are other things you can do there that we're kind of adding. All right, guys, that's all we got right now. So again, nothing spectacular, nothing moving here. If I look at the E-minis, just sit back and wait. Let me see if I can add the market internals. I like to look this over here. Yeah, we're just basing 38.55, like I said, between 38.70. I'm going to be looking at this right now and just seeing how we are right now. But right now, as we speak, let me look here. No, I want to add another one. Share screen. Okay, and sharing screen. So you have market internals. So we use these to find out, to avoid whipsaws and stuff. And this is what we teach at Beyond Charts. But basically, how to really utilize this. And to avoid whipsaws in the marketplace. So again, we have nothing really going on at this moment of time, but I do see that the E-minute is coming up. We're inside the inside valley from yesterday. These are the numbers that I put up, so you can just import this in our chat. So if you're on there, just make sure to import that. But right now we're trying to go for that 3870, 30, maybe 3880, maybe 3900. We'll see and we'll see and we'll see. Let them take it up. Let them take it up. All right, guys. That's all we got. If once again, I'm looking pretty good here. Let me see, what else can we do? All right, guys. That is it. That is it. Go out there, go get it. I'll see you in the chat. Again, the numbers, if you want to join the Patreon group, join the Patreon group. If you would like to join the chat, there'll be a chat feature on there if you would like to. If you would like to join learn the trading system and get all access to all the videos and all the goodies that we offer, just hit me up, let me know. And again, go out there, go get it. Stay green, stay frosty, guys. Stay frosty. All right, bye-bye.